I'm Shanda Golden, and I'm here with friend of the show, Steve ZETRO Souza. How are you, my friend?
How are you, my dear? And good to be here with you once again.
Thank you. I'll never pass up an opportunity to interview you, ever.
Okay, and I won't either, so we're all good. We're all good. It's
awesome.
good.
Hey, congratulations again on Blood In, Blood Out.
Thank you.
Are you guys writing now? Because I know you're going to go back.
Haven't started to writing. We are still soaking the Blood In, Blood Out quite well. So it's been out about a year now.
Right.
So and we still have a lot of groundwork as far as touring. I mean, you know, to get going. So again, check ExodusAttack.com to where the slaughter's going to be near you.
Yeah. So I love the song Body Harvest.
Yes.
And as I love listening to it, but then I thought, you know, let me look at these lyrics a little more. What was the inspiration?
Well, you know, honestly, I mean, we like to write about sheer violence, and we've written about cannibalism in the past, and, you know, serial killers, those types of things. This one is kind of about, and it's actually true. It's like, you know, you go to Europe and you stay in a hostel or you meet somebody and they slip you a roofie, and the next thing you know, you're in a room and they've given you a phone and like a note saying, we've taken your kidney, and you better call the hospital because, you know, you're going to die. They don't mean to kill you, but they take your organs for, you know, black market organ selling, and basically Body Harvest is about that type of black market organ selling, you know. And
so where do you say, you know, maybe I'm going to stop reading my book on Civil War. I'm going to go ahead and write about Body Harvest.
I was kind of given that title and subject matter, and I just kind of ran with it a little bit, you know. And actually, thank you. Myself and Lee and Jack, we were in the studio when I was recording my vocal tracks for Blood In, Blood Out, and there wasn't really any lyrics to that, only an idea and a song title, and we took it from there. And so it was actually written really quick in like 45 minutes, and one of my favorites. We'll actually be playing that tonight.
Nice. Good. Anyways, so tell me about Metal Allegiance. Because you were brilliant with that.
Thank you. A small part. I think everybody was brilliant. Everybody did a damn good job on it. The whole idea of it. I think it's the best metal compilation of new songs with a collaborating cast of so many great, you know, talented, you know, legendary musicians from, you know, Alex Skolnick, Mike Portnoy, Dave Ellefson. Yeah, everybody down, Gary, Chuck, just all the people that involve themselves, and Mark Mengi, who puts it all together, and everybody's really excited to do it with each other, and the fans really love it. And so you know, for the Ronnie James Dio Foundation, we did We Rock, which comes in as a video for it. So great to be a part of such a great cause and play alongside such talented and legendary musicians. I'm flattered myself to get to play with them.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's one of my favorite albums, really, to come out.
Awesome.
So I was stoked.
I didn't get to write any of the original material nor perform it. I just performed on We Rock, and I listened to the record, and I had to call Mark up and say, you know, out of all the all-star records you've heard in the past of guys that have collaborated together, this one by far are the best written songs, you know. It's metalheads, that's why we love what we do, so that's why you're going to get a true performance, of course.
So tell me about what the album Abigail means to you, because you're touring with King Diamond now, and they're doing the Abigail. I forgot how much I loved Abigail till I heard that you were on tour with King Diamond.
I was talking to the King the other day, and I said, you know, I listened to it like 4 times in the last week before we came in, because I just wanted to reacquaint myself with such a masterpiece. And the show is just brilliant. And, you know, anybody who sees this, where the show has not been, catch this show. You're seeing the King in its best, you know. And I mean, Exodus is on fire. Of course, we always give you some good, friendly, very violent fun. But to watch, I watched the show in its entirety the other night, and King Diamond is brilliant. It's brilliant. They're so tight. His band and the girl Jody, who does the part of Grandma, and a million of just brilliant from top to bottom. This is a treat for all metal fans to see this man do a signature record from top to bottom. Honored for Exodus to be on here.
Very cool. You know, we've been friends for a long time.
Definitely.
You were really instrumental in helping me get my break in what I do, so once again, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
But the one thing we've never talked about is, when did you start getting into metal, and what does that mean to you?
Well, I started listening to hard rock at a young age. My father was an old school biker in the 60s and 70s, so he sat in the garage and he listened to FM stations and worked on his bike. So instead of listening to, the Jackson 5 or the Osmond Brothers. When I was a kid, I listened to Led Zeppelin and the Allman Brothers and the heavier sides of music. So I always listened to it as I was growing up to heavy types of music, whatever it was at the time. I mean, I remember they considered Alice Cooper was acid rock, you know. So I always loved that type. Led Zeppelin, whoever had a heavy beat or a heavy rhythm guitar, Ted Nugent, UFO, Rainbow, Black Sabbath, obviously through the 70s, and then as the 80s came around, I liked punk music, the ferocity of punk music, but I also liked bands like Saxon and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, and I think that's kind of where those of us who started doing thrash metal kind of got their sound, a little bit of the rawness of punk, but still the intricacies of the guitar playing, drum playing as hard rock and you know, harder music was at that time. It wasn't called really heavy metal until kind of 80, 81. Then you started hearing that word again, heavy metal. So
and then that was even that was kind of vague. Like
still early for it. By 83, we were definitely all metal. You know what I mean? And then from then on, and I played in a thrash metal band, and we were thrash metal, and first ones to do thrash metal, and it's you guys, and Metallica, and Slayer, and Megadeth, and Anthrax, and Overkill, and Death Angel, and Testament, and all the bands that do that.
You know how I got into metal? Because of the boys.
I'm terrible.
What? It's true.
I thought you were going to say Greg.
Well, no. I mean, like, you know, in Orange County, I discovered Dio. And so Holy Diver was huge for me, and then I saw that the guys were like really good looking, so that was it for me. But isn't that rock and roll? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Well, it was back then. I like to think that Exodus still keeps it real. You know what I mean? But God, you go some of these things, and now instead of a line of Coke, they want pancakes. I mean, what the hell happened?
We're all getting older, baby.
I'm telling you, I know that. I know that was. Believe me, I actually would probably rather have the pancakes, I guess, this time.
Cheaper.
Cheaper. Well, regardless about the money, I just think for a heart's sake, point it this time. When there's a 5 on your age and it's not on the backside, you know, kind of got to start thinking about that if you want longevity, anyway.
Yeah.
And Exodus wants to keep going, so.
And you will.
Yes, we are.
Yes, you will. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I'm going to let you get back to your beautiful wife, Vicky. Are you guys? Yes.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Same thing.
Girlfriend. Yeah, right. We've been together for a while.
Yeah, same thing.
Yep.
Let you get back to Vicky. All right. Get back to Vicky and reading.
Yeah, right.
See you later.
Bye, guys.